everyone, welcome to the New Engineering channel. I am Godswill. Just as I promised you, I'll be introducing a new segment on the show, Chat with the Engineering Mind. Of course, I've got an engineering mind with us. Without wasting my time and wanting to keep the video as short as possible, let us get to speak to our guy. Hello boss, what's up?
Your guy. I do.
Well, so our guy here happens to be my friend. He's also a classmate of mine. So then, I'm not mentioning his name. I'll let him mention his name to you so that you guys get to know him better. So big man, I beg, please, I want you to mention your name for my viewers to get to know you.
My name is Richmond.
Richmond, that happens to be his name. He's also a very serious person. Has anyone told you you're a very serious person before?
I don't think I'm a serious guy.
You don't think you're a serious guy? Meaning, if you are not serious, you're unserious.
Not as serious as you're talking about.
Not as serious as you're talking about. But for me, I think he's very serious a person. If you don't really get to know him, it will be very difficult for you to really approach him. Yes, that is him. But then, let us get to know Osei by Richmond. Do you have any hobbies or interests?
Yeah, I do have.
What are your interests and your hobbies?
Oh, yeah, okay. Actually, when I'm free or less busy, I like drawing a lot. I love art, and then I also like watching movies as well.
I see. And also, what motivates you to do what you're doing?
What I'm doing, like I see.
Your studies alone as an engineering student, what motivates you?
I just want to prove people, people who just see me as inferior, just a normal guy. I just want to prove them wrong.
To prove people that see you to be inferior wrong. I believe that one is something that someone has to take from there. If anyone sees you to be inferior or something, you have to prove that person wrong. And so, do you have any role model?
Yeah, I do have.
Do you have role models? Can we get to know about your role models?
Okay. Tesla is one of them.
I think you are talking about Nikola Tesla, the electrical engineer. Can I say that was the reason why you chose electrical engineering, or maybe you have a different reason for choosing electrical engineering?
That's not the reason.
So tell us your reason for choosing electrical engineering.
Actually, I chose electrical engineering because something I like. I really love electrical, in fact, particularly electronics.
Okay, so you chose electrical engineering, particularly electronics, because you really want to do something in that field of study. I see that. Now there are so many engineering universities in Ghana here, but you chose UMaT. Why did you choose UMaT? Did you know UMaT in the first place? When did you know UMaT?
I got to know about UMaT after SHS. It was actually introduced to me by a friend. Yes, that's how I got to know.
So just right when your friend just introduced you to UMaT.
I did a lot of research about UMaT, and then I got to realize that they offer electrical engineering, which I want to.
You wanted to read, okay.
That's right.
That's why you chose UMaT. Okay. Let us know. For you personally, you are usually concerned with getting your hands on board.
How do you know to do that?
You told me you're my friend, right? I told you he's my friend, so he really told me that. And then he's always interested in trying to get his hand on board. Maybe if it's electronics or something, maybe when you get to this semester we did linear electronics, and then the lecturer started with operational amplifiers. And then this guy just asked so much questions, and then when he just comes back, he just wants to practice whatever thing he has learned. Why are you like that?
When did you see me practicing that?
well, I don't know why. But then let's be honest over here. You always want to get your hand dirty. Why?
Okay, so I believe that as an engineer, you should really you just get your hands doing something. You can't just call yourself an engineer without doing something with your hands, or like just chewing books. Yes, Baba D stuff. You understand this? Ghana, Baba D, recording, soaking, and what's nothing. You see that? No good. That thing there, I don't think is really good. As an engineer, at least the theory part is also good, but I believe that when you have the practical background, it also helps.
Okay. Do you see engineering as a difficult field of study? Engineering in general. not electrical engineering per se, but the general engineering?
Okay, I would say yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Please let us take it one after the other. Why yes?
Yes, because it consumes a lot of effort. Kind of you have to put a lot of effort into it before you achieve what you want.
Okay.
Yes, you don't have to work really hard.
So in engineering, and so I can testify to that. You have to put in a lot. In fact, you put in a lot, and then sometimes you see a result, and you'll be very sad. so tell us how I don't know.
It's no, because if you really love something, that thing shouldn't be as difficult as like you may think, or something of a sort. Like, it shouldn't be difficult for you because you really love it, and then you always be like, I don't know how to say it, you keep on doing it.
Okay,
so
maybe if I get you well, love of engineering is going to be easy for you. Yeah, but if you don't have that love, then it's going to be difficult because you have to put a lot in it.
As Confucius said, he said that if you really love your job, you will not work a day. You wouldn't work a day. Hope you understand.
Yeah, I get you. So throughout your studying engineering, which time, or did you have any particular time in any subject, or you approach something and then you're like, man, this in engineering is difficult?
Everything about engineering is difficult, as I said.
Yeah, everything about engineering, but then something was very difficult. Something made you to see engineering like, hey, what is this? Have you ever had that experience?
Yes, on campus, kind of the courses we offer. Some of the courses we offer.
Okay, so which of the courses?
Hello? Like EMFT.
EMFT. Kudos to EMFT lecturer. EMFT, electromagnetic field theory, is a very interesting field. You can never do without it. So you think electromagnetic field theory, that is what has been something difficult in engineering for you?
Not really difficult.
Not really, but then that's what you think has been something like that you've met in engineering that is difficult.
No.
Then I believe you've met something else in engineering that is difficult and you don't say it, you don't voice it out.
Not actually, let's continue.
Not actually, let's continue. Okay, so not actually, let's continue. So tell us, what do you think about engineering in Ghana?
Very poor.
Very poor. It was just as simple as I just said it. I think there's some of these things someone takes a year or 5 years to even say. So very poor. Yeah, someone takes 5 years to say engineering in Ghana is poor. So for me like this, looking up to people, some people like Dr. Thomas Mensah, who helped in inventing the fiber optic. I mean, you know that guy. Maybe introduce him to me. Yeah. So looking at some people like that who are Ghanaians, and then they've been in the diaspora for so long, and then now they are returning. Don't you think engineering in Ghana has a future?
Yes, it really has a future.
It has a future. Yeah. Okay. What do you think should be done, for that future to be realized? That thing that we are now dreaming of to be a real something.
Now there should be plans put in place concerning engineering fields. Because considering Ghana, we don't have, there is limited number of companies that are into electronics per se or electrical per se. Engineering.
Okay.
Limited, I think.
That's what you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Very, very limited.
Very limited number.
Yes.
Okay.
Because considering us, even on campus, when you ask people, what do you want to be like after completion? Where do you want to go? They will tell you they want to go into the mines.
I hear that too many times.
Why?
For me, that's what I think. I think it's because that's where UMaT is located, and then the companies around. I believe the mines are everywhere, and then I think they are the companies that pay that much in this locality. That's why I think that's my thoughts anyway. But then I don't know why most of them actually do want to.
So if you think if we had companies like other companies, electrical engineering companies in Ghana, do you think they would have shown that companies and then still go into the mines?
For me right now, there are some good news out there for those who want to venture into aviation, which I know Ghana Airways will be back. I know plans are being taken to place, and then it is actually working at a very fast pace. And then I believe when that comes back, in fact, it will create so many jobs. For me, because I'm an electrical engineer, so I know electrical engineers have their place in aviation, a lot of them. And then I'm aware that Dr. Thomas Mensah is pushing for high-speed trains to be brought back to Ghana. Then I know how electrical engineers are very instrumental in that. There are so many electrical engineering companies, like the power producing companies, like the ECU, the service providers, and all that. Do you think jobs over there are finished, or like they are all being occupied? That is why they are still thinking of the mines. For me, I believe it's because they're just not interested in it. They just want the money from the mines.
Okay, that's your point.
That's my point. Maybe you also have a point. Let us know about your point.
Oh, what I think is, fine, they are into the money aspect, but imagine if there is one particular company in Ghana, solely one, into electrical, and then here on campus we offer both electrical and electronics. Do you think I know you to be a power man? You love power.
Yeah. Those who are interested in power engineering,
yes.
You really want to solve Ghana's energy crisis.
You love power engineering. What if I love electronics? And then there are no electronics firms in Ghana concerning, maybe let's put it, a company in Ghana that is really into electronics, purely electronics. There's nothing like that.
Okay,
you get it? So fine, I'm in UMaT, I'm offering electrical and electronics engineering. I love electronics. There are no companies in Ghana that offer electronics engineering. Where will I go? I'm going to this electrical part. No, this huge power 33 kV then things. That huge power 11 kV then things. That one, you understand?
Okay. So we want to know about your future and what the future holds after school. Yes, I want no. Like what we want to know now is your plans for the future. After your BSc, after the BSc, some people want to continue with their masters. Others want to use what they've learned so far to help society. You, what do you want to do?
Time will tell.
Time will tell. Yeah. I think I told you this guy is a very serious guy. He just hasn't talked much. He's a man of few words. So time will tell. Okay, so he said time will tell. Then before we wrap up the interview, we want you to advise those who want to read engineering. They want to read engineering, but then they don't know how to take it from there. Others are out there, they are looking up to people like you, the university and all that. I used to tell them how it was getting to this level. What do you have for such?
I would say that they should really keep pushing. Yes, press on. It shall grow. It shall grow. It shall grow. People, kind of discourage you that engineering, there's no money. There's
I sure there's no money.
People will say that, and then people will discourage you that engineering is difficult and all that. But if you really love engineering, really want to do engineering, my guy, come, okay, shall be well.
It shall be well. God day. Okay. So thank you very much for honoring our invitation to speak to us. We are very grateful. So that was Richmond Oseba. He happens to be my friend and my course mate right here at the University of Mountain Technology. He's an electrical and electronic engineering student. He has very huge plans for the future for Ghana, for Ghana's engineering. Thank you very much for watching the show. I am Ngadejo Gospel. Once again, this is No Engineering.